G'day everyone, SGD here. Theme songs, or openings. Something of a lost art for Transformers. Since Prime, they've all been pieces of music, and nothing particularly memorable. Transformers used to have some of the most memorable theme songs of any franchise designed to sell toys. Today, I'm going to look back on the some 25 years Transformers had before Prime, and count down the top 10 Transformers theme songs. We start this countdown with the Japanese side of the franchise, and the only series to appear twice on this list, the Japanese opening for Transformers Animated, Transformers EVO. Brought to us by Jam Project, a name you might be familiar with if you're into anime. Transformers EVO is just a well put together, albeit somewhat generic, rock anime intro from the 2000s. Not the most memorable song on this list, and Jam has put out better stuff, EVO is still a great listen that gets you pumped for one of the better Transformers series. It's also held back by Optimus Prime, not called Convoy and Animated, giving you a 20-second promo at the beginning introducing himself. Who the hell does he think he is? Triple H? But the main composition itself is catchy enough, consistent in its energy, and fits the series well. And next up in the number 9 slot, we have Transformers Dream Again from Micron Densetsu, the Japanese version of Transformers Armada. Interesting note, with Dream Again, we have another popular anime band in Psychic Lover. Psychic Lover, like Jam Project, have a Cardfight Vanguard intro in their catalogue. It all comes together, people. Dream Again holds a special place to me in that it was the first Japanese Transformers intro I discovered when I got into anime proper. A fun pop rock song. It's also not Psychic Lover's best. Both Ecstasy from Witchblade and Break Your Spell from Cardfight Vanguard are far more impactful songs with more interesting sounds. But Dream Again is a quality song that doesn't miss a beat. Very different from the Beast Wars inspired opening for Armada, Micron Densetsu's Transformers Dream Again has a hopeful tone to it. Something very common to Japanese Transformers openings. Armada's theme arguably suits the series better, but Dream Again is a fun Transformers themed rock song and is easily on the higher end of the Japanese openings. Staying with the Japanese side of the brand, no, this list isn't all Japanese openings, just half of it, and not intentionally either. We have the opening for Car Robots, Hono no Overdrive by Koji Wada. If Koji Wada sounds familiar, he's the man behind Digimon Adventure's very popular opening, Butterfly. Both series would also be dubbed by Saban, so they're connected twice over. Hono no Overdrive is probably the most underrated opening of the Transformers brand. From the siren, it just hits the ground running and fits the visual theme of Fire Convoy being a fire truck. Then it transforms into something of an insert song for Fire Convoy, then finally ending by pushing the series and the Cybertrons, what Japan calls the Autobots. Yeah, the song goes through 3 phases in 94 seconds, yet it sounds cohesive. I'd also say in its favour, despite all of this, it doesn't come off as cheesy in the way Transformers Dream Again does. It's a good song. Number 7 brings us an opening that is very out of place with the rest of this list. Get My Future from Beast Wars 2. In stark contrast to the Japanese dub of Beast Wars Season 1 having a rap song, Beast Wars 2 has an opening that is very much an anime intro of the time, the mid to late 1990s. Female vocals, grand in tone, catchy melody. It would fit in perfectly next to Evangelion, Gundam Wing, and Slayers. Lyrically, Get My Future has absolutely nothing to do with Transformers, and it certainly doesn't feel like what we in the English-speaking world would think a Transformers song should feel like, a distinction it shares with the Japanese G1 opening. But ultimately, Get My Future benefits from it. It does its job at getting you to pay attention to the series, but it's also a pretty sounding song and something very easy to listen to on repeat. Finally, we leave the Japanese side of the franchise and get back to stuff we should all be familiar with, Transformers Animated. Currently the last opening truly inspired by the G1 original, Transformers Animated went out with a bang. On the surface, it's a faithful update to the original Generation 1 intro, being the same length with the same lyrics, except it's more than that. It takes inspiration from Honor Overdrive with the sirens, but more importantly, it's more of an actual song than G1's intro, something greatly inspired by Lion's theme from the 1986 Transformers film, specifically the edited version at the start of the movie. Animated's theme song also perfectly captures the spirit of the series, a series that looks bright and colourful, that isn't afraid of doing something new, while also respecting the past. In essence, a perfect reimagining. From the perfect reimagining, we have the best version of the original, Transformers Season 3. But before that, we have to be a bit honest about the original opening. The G1 opening? While iconic, instantly recognisable, catchy as all get out, and attention-grabbing, it's literally an expansion of the toy commercial jingle, something it shares with the other Hasbro Sunbow cartoons, G.I. Joe and Gem. None of them are real songs in the same way many other songs on this list are. But that G1 intro is iconic. It is instantly recognisable. It is catchy as all get out, and it is attention-grabbing. Those aren't bad qualities. They're actually fantastic qualities for music, especially for a show whose primary objective is to sell toys to children. It makes an impression and becomes a memorable part of a generation's childhood, then part of pop culture. It wouldn't have returned from Robots in Disguise through Animated had it not been good and made that lasting impression. The original intro is modified for both Season 2 and Season 3, Season 4 keeping the Season 3 version, but it also arguably improves each time. With Season 3, there is a shift to a much darker, more aggressive tone to reflect the shifting tone of the series. These changes really help the intro evolve from that original jingle into more of an actual song, even if it's only 30 seconds. It's also much more impactful than the animated remake. G1 Season 3 just makes that lasting impression it should. In the number 4 slot, we have Transformers Cybertron. But SGD, you said animated is the best remake of the original opening! Right you are, but Cybertron is the most interesting and takes a ton of creative liberties with the source material. It's also got some lyrical differences, a major performal difference, and starts with Optimus Prime giving you the series synopsis. But SGD, you said you didn't like Prime talking before Transformers Evo! Yeah, that's true too, but Cybertron Prime fits better into the overall presentation. Where Transformers Evo has Prime introducing himself to children, Cybertron Prime is in your face with a mission briefing. He is Optimus Prime. You will sit there and you will listen to what he has to say. The strong music underneath helps sell it too. The whole thing is closer to a sales pitch, and it's a damn good one. Then the music starts proper, and it just doesn't stop. It's a super in-your-face take of the original theme, with a hint of 2001 Robots in Disguise. The sheer energy of this intro just makes it. It's strong, in your face, demanding your attention. It gets you hyped for the series. The roll call, the emotion, it works. It works so well that, like Armada and Animated, it fits the footage of other series perfectly. I'm not sure how I took to it originally, but Paul Oakenfold's take on the original theme easily became my favourite series theme to take inspiration from the original commercial jingle. Like most Westerners, the original Japanese Transformers theme isn't over with me, brother. Just something about it being more of a pop song, it doesn't suit the tone one would associate with Transformers. 2010, their Season 3, it's fine. Nothing worth mentioning. Then Japan goes into business for themselves, and we have the best theme song Japan has to offer for Transformers, the Headmasters. Brought to us by Future Jam project member and person behind both Chala Head Chala and We Gotta Power from Dragon Ball Z, Hironobu Kageyama, The Headmasters, is a somber song about why people fight wars for their future generations and times without wars. Oh, and showing off the Headmasters gimmick. That's the most important thing here. Head on! Something of an anomaly among the Transformers theme songs due to its tone, the Headmasters still manages to be a memorable rock song with a great hook. It suits the franchise well enough, better than any of the Japanese Beast Wars openings or Master Force, and it isn't childish sounding like Victory. It walks that fine line of selling you something, sounding great, and having the ability to be taken seriously. Well, this is hard. Probably the most beloved piece of music in the Transformers franchise, and likely the most universally well known too. What can I say? It's the first real theme song the franchise had on the western side too. It grabs your attention. It's a genuinely great 80s rock song. Starts a fantastic children's movie with an iconic soundtrack with a bang. And the full version on the album is even better. But that's actually the thing about Lion's Transformers theme. The full version we all remember, that actually ends the film. It's the credit theme, not what opens the movie. The cut that opens the movie is actually taking the jingle from the original commercial, what the cartoon theme is based on, and turning it into an actual song. Still damn good though! Slaps you in the face like the Cybertron theme, carries an actual melody like animated. Lion took that toy jingle, made a song out of it, and it's a fantastic theme song. I'm not sure you could put this in front of a cartoon like Ghostbusters did with theirs. It might be a little too much. But this song is beloved 40 years later for a reason, even by generations of Transformers fans that were born long after the original series ended. It's just that good. Before our number one, let's take the time to look at 3 honourable mentions. Transformers Generation 2 is my first memory of a Transformers cartoon, so it holds a special place for me. I'll be the first to say it doesn't really live up to a top 10 openings list, but it's iconic to me, and I can see a bit of where Cybertron comes from in G2. The entire G2 opening feels like Cybertron's, minus the song part. So Armada hits hard, gets you pumped, takes everything RID did prior, and does it better. Armada could have been here over Transformers Evo. They were really neck and neck. But since Armada is yet another interpretation of the original theme, and Evo is something new, Evo won out. I have some opinions on Beast Machines, but I do rather like the theme, Fat Planet. Yet Beast Machines actually uses a licensed song, Fat Planet by Left Field. While it doesn't hit as hard as the Beast Wars intro, the war drums into the techno music fits the themes of the series, nature versus technology and finding a balance, amazingly well. The show edit actually works better than the full version too. I can hear now, but SGD, the Beast Wars theme isn't a song, it's a piece of music. Yeah, nah. Songs are words over a melody, and Beast Wars does have words over a melody. 2. Beast. Wars. Repeated a lot. I guess Bob Buckley comes from the Saban Wasserman School of Music. I guess it's also fitting that Beast Wars theme song hits number 1. The series is the greatest piece of media ever produced to sell toys of all time, after all. It's the GOAT. Yeah, it's not just the greatest Transformers series, and the theme song contributes to that. It's perfect. Earlier in this list, I talked about how Honor Overdrive progresses as a song, with different parts conveying different things that it's trying to sell. Beast Wars does it better. You start with a very space-sounding intro, epic and grand in scale. Then move to the drums to give that tribal theme, and kick in the guitar to give it some depth, and keep up that energy, an energy that builds and builds till the series title drops at the halfway mark. Then it just doesn't stop, ramming home that melody with the drums and guitar, proudly proclaiming the series title till it finishes. It gets you pumped. This is Beast Wars, kiddo, and you will give it your full attention. It's better at selling than Lion's theme, and clearly influenced Transformers openings right till Cybertron, but none of them hit the same mark. It truly is one hell of an opening, and would be on a top 10 cartoon openings too. So that's our list for today. Agree, disagree, tell me in the comments. This list was very hard to trim down, and I think a lot of songs will turn up in the comments. If you also like today's video, be sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. It's really appreciated. Till next time friends, this has been SGD, and thanks for watching.